Just to give you an idea how complex this deal is, this is only a tiny portion of the hands in space, recorded by Apollo 8 around Earth. Check this out. They're going every direction, those hands. Look, these are the fingers and the fingernails. See that? That's what I keep saying, that if I do the entire drawing, it will become a map. Millions of lines every which way, because they blend into each other and they form part of a bigger one that is bigger and bigger and smaller, down to the micro level. I mean, it's incredible. Look, this is only a simple one that I just did, just to show how complex this deal can become. And in fact, it will become really complex. And that is just nothing, really. This is a simple crappy. See how they go in every direction. Now, check it out when I take the drawing off. Look how the deal is. See all of that? That's why people cannot figure that out. It took me years. I mean, years and years looking at this, and I couldn't figure out what the heck was I was looking at. Why in every image the same thing appears? I mean, from far away you don't see a thing, but when you get closer, then you start noticing, wow, this is specific. This is not a random anything. This is specific. Yes, it is. See? I just didn't realize that until I found out, look, there is the best part of it right there. Look how and you still cannot see exactly what the deal is until you zoom in into this. Look, that's the fingernail right there. The finger bend, this protrude from the background. That one right here, look, the knuckle, the other knuckle, and then the fingernail. And you can see perfectly what it looks like. I mean, in fact, even the round pattern, the tip of the finger is showing perfectly like it's a real finger. And I mean, it's just a human finger. It's not a chicken foot or a reptilian or none of that. I quit that after I started seeing that it was just 5 fingers. Not 4, not 3, not 6, 5 fingers. The thumb is somewhere in the look. This is one with the thumb, right here. But every single finger, it has a small hand grabbing it. And when you enlarge the finger, then you see that at the tip, all around the tip, there's tiny hands grabbing it. And those tiny hands have tinier hands grabbing them too. And it goes into a micro, I mean, it's insane, but it is. Look, that's a hand right there. I can put my hand right now and show you that this is the right geometry. Look, there is another finger coming from the top like that, look. And you see the fingernail, but that finger had other fingers coming from different ways. It's so complex. You cannot believe that from that simple shape, this deal can become so complex. But it's because you keep adding and adding and adding, and they're in three-dimensional. This is a hand like this. Look, this is a hand like this. That's the thumb, and the hand will go this way like this. And then you have one coming this way, then another one here, and then one coming this way in diagonal, and then another one is a mesh. It's like a lattice, but with fingers. I mean, it really hands. It's just that it's seldom you see the entire hand. You will find it somewhere, but seldom you see one solid full hand if you look. It is right here. I mean, it's just incredible. Once you realize that that's what this is, then everything else makes sense. And you start, oh, the hands of creation. That's true. That's what really changed my mind on everything. That demonic and reptilian, all that shit disappeared when I finally realized that this is what it was. And this is what rules. So that means that the Creator that's his signature, a hand, and this is based, everything that is created is based on this geometry. It is on hands. That's his signature. Like, every particle and shit, it comes from that. It's made from that, and you will probably find it in the tiniest particle. You will see the hand in it, imprinted. It's like the DNA. That's essentially the DNA of creation. That shape. And look at that right there. That's that's in space around Earth. I just enlarged the image. See, I made this video years ago, and it was from Apollo 8, and it's on the image catalog from Apollo 8, and then you see tubes, large tube going up and down, side to side. I mean, it's incredible. One of those images Jose Escamilla used in one of his videos. That's the first time that I saw those tubes. But we've been seeing it on Google Earth. The first edition of Google Earth had it. They start deleting that in the next edition versions. The next version, they start deleting all of that. I guess, the people that control the information told them, hey, you gotta get rid of that because people are freaking out. They're starting to see the truth, and For some reason, they have to hide this kind of deal. Why? That leads to freedom, man. The truth will set you free. That's period. See, look how I was able to refine the image more and more. Look, there's the hand right there again. One solid hand. I just didn't know what I was looking at back then. This is the Apollo 8, yeah. Look at that. There it is. Look, let me do the drawing and show you what this is a thumb. That is a index. the ring and the pinky. That's one single hand right there. It's just that, like I say, it's seldom you see that. Usually this blend into another hand that comes, you know, it becomes so complex. Look at that. Now I'm reviewing this image and now I know exactly what it was. In fact, this goes right here, like that. It curls like it's holding something. And you can see right there that the hand, and that's the thumb. I mean, you can even see the fingernail and everything like that. So that's the usual shape, is holding something. And that something is only in the Sumerian statue of Enki holding the cylinder that contains the divine laws of the universe. That's the only thing I have ever found in 20 years that talk about that. There is no other literature about that. You've seen them as statues. The one from Shiva, the goddess of destruction and creation, has a cylinder in one of her hands. He has 10 arms, but now I realize that what that is representing is the movement of hands up and down, the arms. It's not that it has 10 arms, it has 2 arms, but they have the sequence. That's something that people didn't, very few people realize that's what that is. It's representing movement. It doesn't have 10 arms. It's just representing that it's showing different things while moving the arms up and down. Look, that's the crystalline thing that they recorded. See, you see the alignment of things here? See, look, there's a hand right there. And you can see the exact same geometry, look. A finger, boom, boom, boom. Then another finger that goes, another hand that goes in the opposite direction. Then another one going like this. And then another one on top of it. I mean, this is just incredible. That's why I couldn't understand this image. Now I do. Like I say, I'm reviewing all of it and it's just everything fall in place perfectly. The investigators are not looking into any of this. They continue to think it's alien. There ain't no alien anything, man. This is celestial. This is related to whoever created this deal. That's his signature, and everything is based on that signature. You can see the alignment here. These are not stars. These are the fingernails of those fingers from those hands. And that's why they all align like that. You can see look, they're all aligned exactly like I'm doing the drawing of fingers and hands. And they go up and down, side to side, diagonal, from behind, on top, underneath, in front. It's three-dimensional. It's just that, like I say, when you don't know this, it doesn't make sense. The only thing that is different in these things are spheres and those tubes. The long tubes that go up and down. There's